Hello, hello, hello. I am your beloved Count Olaf. As you can tell, I watched a lot of TV as a child. Hey guys, Marshall Paris. It was my birthday yesterday. I didn't make a video yesterday because I was otherwise preoccupied. But it was my birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to me. And yesterday I was really busy, so I didn't have time to go to my favorite store. It's a truck stop. I'm not sure if you can see that. I hope you can see that. Anyway, it's a Petro truck stop, but here they have a store run by a guy named John. He's a very nice guy, and they sell lots of high quality, and I mean high quality, knives. I'm talking Benchmates, I'm talking K-Bar, Old Timer, Swiss Army, all the good ones. They also have a lot of antique. They have not a lot, but some antique knives from World War II, stuff like that. Anyway, I said all that to say this: it's my favorite store ever. And on my birthday, the day after, I got something to show you guys. This is my first Silky saw, and for those of you that don't know, when it comes to trusted name and tools, it goes Craftsman, Maglite, Silky saws. It's just right up there with the top ones. My nose has been itching all day. But this is the Silky Pocket Boy. I'm not sure if you can see that. The Silky Pocket Boy. And it is to replace my extremely cheap Walmart one. Anyway, this is a Japanese company, to my understanding. Let's see, who makes it? We're gonna find out. Yep, made in Japan. But don't let that diminish your idea of their products. They're very, very good. Japan and China do make very good steels. It's just a lot of times the American market, Americans don't buy the quality steel because it's much easier to buy, 2 or 3 cheap products rather than one really good product at a much more elevated price. This baby here is the Pocket Boy. I know it looks kind of small, but believe me when I tell you, it is something else. It folds in on itself. There we go. Like so. Look at that. Look how nice that folds in there. You wouldn't think about it. You wouldn't think it by looking at it. But the blade looks a lot longer than it actually is. And I think that's on purpose. They made the blade right up there till the edge. And like I said, very good quality. I've seen a lot of videos where guys are like, I got this cheap saw, and then I found this thing called Silky, and they're really great. I've always wanted a Silky saw, and I've never been able to afford one until now. Like I said, it's called the Pocket Boy. Let's see if we can get that up there. It's called the Pocket Boy. I'm super excited. Like I said, this one is to replace my cheap Walmart one. I'm on phase 2 of building my ultimate survival bag. There are 4 phases to an ultimate survival bag. There's the first phase that almost everybody starts at because nobody can afford the really expensive stuff right off the bat. There's the cheap Walmart stuff. And that's not to say that Walmart creates bad things. It's just they do sell a lot of inexpensive products, which is why Walmart is so great. But I started with a $30 Walmart bag with a lot of Mylar. I think I showed you. Oh, I didn't upload those videos. I'll show you the videos. I'm going to upload the videos today, or probably tonight. I can't believe I didn't upload those videos. I filmed them. I don't know why I didn't upload them. Anyway, I did a 3-part segment on my ultimate bug up bag, and I explained everything in there, and I explained, why it's all there. And so, anyway, that was my first bug up bag. I'm currently building my second one, and you'll see the second one in the video. But I'm putting that together. That is, I'm slowly creating better parts and better pieces to it. So that way I have something a little bit better. Like I said, there are 4 phases to an ultimate survival bag. The first one is the cheap one. You start out by getting a bunch of cheap stuff because, you know, you want one as soon as possible. And you get like, you know, $5 pieces, $5, $10 tools, $30 bag, stuff like that. And that's just the cheap phase. That's the one you start with. It's kind of like your first car. Your first car is not going to be a brand new F-150. Okay, it's just not the way it's going to happen. You got to start out. You know, you got to start cheap. Prove to yourself that you're serious about it and that you can take care of it. And, you know, then you go off and you buy a little bit better one, maybe a nicer used car. Then you go buy a new car. And then later on in life, when you're much more successful, you go out and you buy the Corvette, or you go out and you buy the really hot Mustang that you really wanted. And so that's basically the 4 phases of a bug-out bag. You got the cheap one, you got the little bit better one, you got the really nice one with a, you know, $120, $130 bag, and you got the really nice stuff. And all that stuff. And then the 4th phase is when you get really, really serious. And not many people get to this phase of being a serious backpacker. And that's when you go get a bag that's custom made to your body. You go out, you go to these special stores where you can try out a backpacking bag. They got these special weights you can put in the back of it. You walk around, you hike a little bit, and then you can return. And basically they're $400, $500, $600 bags, and those are the really serious customers. But like I said, right now I'm on phase 2. I bought a big hiking bag. I did buy it from Walmart, but it is pretty decent quality for the price range. It's a hiking bag. It's got a frame. It's got a belt, a waistband with pockets in it. It's got a frame on the inside. I'm going to see if I can upgrade the frame, get a little bit creative, because it's got a couple of aluminum poles in there. I think I'm going to see if I can find some fiberglass, or I doubt I'll find carbon fiber, but if I can, you know, the more the merrier. Anyway, that's the end of this video. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys this. My Silky Saw I'm very excited about. Comes in this neat little package here. I'm going to put this back. There's one specific way to put it back in the container, and I have yet to, there we go. Got that all figured out. My last thing is this little portable stove, and I'm very excited about this. I cannot wait to get stuck out in the woods and start cooking with this thing. I might even cook this in my little patch of wilderness. But you gotta see this thing. I'm gonna take these out. So here's what it looks like. It's a fold-out. This is really hard to do one-handed. It's a fold-out camping stove, and it folds out into this shape. Now, basically, that's not perfectly even. Huh. That's not even. Anyway, long story short, you put your little camp fuel here. You put your pan on top. I'll show you the box. It's much more easy if I just show you the box. That's the diagram. You got your box there. You put the fuel in the middle, and then you put a pan on it. These little fuels, they look like little tea candles, but they're really hard. I assume they're like little packages of ice. It's really weird. But I assume that they light really easily. They smell like vanilla. Weird. Anyway, you'll light one of these babies, and that'll give you a certain amount of time to cook. Probably about 20 minutes. I'd have to guess. I don't know. I'll have to do more research. But anyway, that was my birthday present to me. The Silky Saw I bought for, I think, $50, and then the little camp stove was $10. I was really surprised it was $10, because normally they're much more expensive. I think because that one's made of steel instead of aluminum, or not aluminum but titanium. They have really expensive ones for like $150 or whatever. But I'm not that serious into it. I don't need anything titanium. I'm not a very serious hiker, so anyway, that's something I'm going to be playing around with and exploring. I'm going to see if I can cook me up some vegetables and maybe some meat in there too. So anyway, like I said, very excited. My very first Silky Saw and that little camp stove. So anyway, I'm going to be posting this video and then 2 more videos. Bear in mind, the videos are like 40 minutes long. The first one's 20, then the second one's 40, and then the second one's 40 also. But they're very in-depth. They're absolutely everything in my survival bag, my first survival bag. But I felt that I did a pretty decent job. The bag no longer exists now. I took everything out of the first bag and I gave the bag to my friend, because she really needed a tactical bag, so I gave that to her. But I'm building my second one now. It's not quite complete, but it's got all the stuff for my first one, so technically it's complete. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to be posting those. They're part 1, 2, and 3. So if you want to go and watch those, I would really appreciate it, and send me some feedback. So anyway, this has been Marshall Paris. Don't forget to go out and be adventurous.